But are there areas you're not comfortable going, Denise Scott?
Oh,
Top pub at Byron?
yeah, first, I probably a lot of areas, because I don't have a great deal of knowledge, and so I tend to, well, I don't, and so I tend to stick to things I know. Hence, I talk about my family, and that's pretty much it. So I'm pretty uncomfortable going anywhere that involves knowledge of history, politics, religion, almost anything. Circus I can do a little bit of. Female bits and bobs. Oh, anything about the female body, I'm there, I can do that.
So how is it then when you go, say, off to your daughter's art show and you see confronting images of female sexuality?
You heard that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Sunday now, I can't do that. No, do you think I should tell that story?
I think so.
Well,
hang on, let's get an idea. How many people were in the audience for Linda Javen and Sophie Cunningham yesterday?
No, but that's not where I talked about.
I know, but if they if they manage to survive through that, they'll survive through this.
Well, some of us didn't survive through that. We're still recovering.
It is a little, but it is a true story, right? So I always, I think that's okay. But my daughter, she's 23, and she's an installation artist. You know that because you're in Byron, and you know what it's when, like, for instance, she does things like she stacks cardboard boxes up on top of one another, you know. Well, that's it. And
this is one here actually that I did that earlier. I call it coffee table.
But it's, you know,
she turned it into a book.
But it's hard to know, what to say to your kid when they've stacked cardboard boxes. And anyway, you say that's great stacking, and but you want to support them. And anyway, one of her first. And I did turn this into a comedy routine, but one of her first exhibitions, it was a group exhibition, right? And she had a piece in it, but when I first walked into the gallery, there on this giant video screen was close-up footage. I don't want to say vagina at this time of the morning, but, it was this. Can you hear me if I talk like that? Nude, up on this big video screen, nude, this part of the female anatomy, smoking. Cigarette, you know what I'm talking about, cigarette there, smoke, you see, you're sitting there like, so what happens all the time in Byron? But I was shocked. Oh gosh, that woman's knitting like, I've never seen it. She's off the Richter scale now. You'll be doing feather and fan stitch at this point, I would think. But anyway, so it's smoking. See, I didn't know we could, But I didn't. Of course, I didn't know we could smoke from that part. I knew women could pop ping pong balls from there because I knew that. We all know that, don't we? The ladies, because who hasn't tried it? You're at home on your own, you're a little bit bored. Thinking, I'll give that a try, pick. I broke a good vase once. Anyway, but are we going all right? You don't look too happy. And fair enough, it's not what you paid to come and see me. But didn't know we'd be popping ping-pong balls at the Macquarie tent. But no, the thing is, and this is really, I was looking at this video footage of this smoking vagina, and I really did think, what would I say if I was this artist's mother? Because this girl who'd made this installation work thought it was a great piece of art. She was obviously very... and I thought, well, what would I say if I was her mother? And I thought, what do I say? and I did give it quite some thought, and I thought, oh, I know what I'd say, right? I'd say, I didn't know you smoked. And because, isn't this true? It's the maternal art of deflection, is it not? See, this is what mothers are very good at. And in fact, I realised that as I thought this is exactly what my mother had employed. She only came to see me do stand-up once, right? Stand-up comedy once in her life she came. And at the end of it, all she said was, that girl who was on before you, didn't she have shiny hair? That was it. And so that's, you know, it goes passed on to a generation. And just quickly to finish off that, a couple of weeks later, I was walking past the Peter Mac Hospital, which is the big cancer hospital in Melbourne, and I saw a woman sitting in a wheelchair out the front, smoking, you know, through her tracheotomy. And I thought, I wonder, should I tell her there's an alternative? Anyway, there's your Sunday morning.